welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to the live. We are here coming back because there was an auto bleep, so I'm not sure. I haven't watched the recording from yesterday, but there is an auto bleep feature. I'm talking to the people on the recording for YouTube. There is an auto bleep feature. Now, when I say words, it just bleeps. They use an AI to detect words that need bleeping. So I turned it off and we had to go live again. So this is the second time recording. And while we're waiting, guys, since you already watched it a while ago, we're gonna repeat question number one. So question number one is just asking about the different properties of multiplication or addition. Yeah, multiplication or addition. So we went through this yesterday, by the way, if you watched the recording. I'm just repeating the question for the people who didn't see. And obviously, you have to notice lang kung ano yung ginawa para to make them equal. So this PW plus 49W, na-distribute niya yung W sa P and sa 49. Kaya siya tinawag na distributive property. Distributive property. So this property for addition is A plus B is equal to B plus A. And associative naman is when you do a grouping like A times B plus C is equal to AB times C. So, associative, the way I remember associative is association equals groupings. So, kapag may groupings involved, yun yung associative property. Identity property naman means equal siya to the same number. For example, 1 plus 0 is still equal to 0. So, yung associative property is when you add 0 to a number, magiging same number pa rin siya. That's what the associative property, identity property is. Hello, thank you for following. If you guys are new here, welcome back to the live. We just did a re-live right now because there was an auto bleep function. I'm not sure. Yes, wala nang beep, guys. I turned it off. I think I turned it off. Let's see. Nasa taas. It used to bleep when I said taas because, you know, like ass or something. So there. Oopsies. How do we... Let's turn off this mic. Oh. Oh, two mics are on. There. Why am I echoing? Okay, wait. Okay. Sound effects. There. Is number 2 B? Okay, we can continue to number 2, everybody. Arrange the numbers in the correct order. 6.3, pi, minus 7.8, and square root of 8. So how do we do this, guys? The way that we will go through this is, since sa OPCAT, kailangan natin magmadali. We're gonna try to see the different things first. Diba? Correct order ang hinahanap. Obviously, ito lang yung negative number that we have. So, dapat nasa dulo siya. Now, does it go on the greatest end or the dulo end of the least? What do you guys think? I think it goes on the end. Siyempre, negative siya. So, it has to be either B or D. X na agad si letter A. X na agad si letter C. Oh, C is still open pala. A lang yung X. D is also X. Look, they flipped it around. They flipped it around like this. Like Wicked Witch. You know? Because, why did they flip it around? Para mas malito kayo. So, yung pwede lang is either B or C. Kasi, nasa least yung negative. So, check na natin yung negative 7.8. Hello, Hilux J. Welcome back to the live. If you guys are new here, we do math reviewers. And we've been doing it for like 4 years now. Okay, so what do we do with that information? Now that we have negative 0.78, we need to know which one is bigger among the rest. So 6.3 is just 6.3. Pi, what is pi? That's 3.14. And then how do we know what square root of 8 is? If, for me, I don't know the exact number of square root of 8. Pero I can think of numbers close to it. So, alam natin na ang square root of 9. What is square root of 9, guys? Will you continue this in 2031? Hala, how old are you? Wait, what grade are you right now, user? 2031 pa siya magte-take ng OPCAT. If user 172 takes OPCAT in 2031, that's 5 years from now. So, grade 7 pa lang siya. That's so crazy. Cube root of 8th grade. Okay, welcome to the live. Since you're in the 8th grade, my advice to everybody watching is you study and remember your topics. Kasi the OPCAT, it just consists of topics from grade 7 to grade 10. So, manood ka lang ng manood and then mag-study, like study your lessons. Kasi right now, what you're studying, yun yung lalabas in 5 years. So, also, very important yung grades. 40%, pagdating sa OPCAT, 40% grades, 60% OPCAT. So, yung 40% ng grades, galingan mo. Like, study hard so that you get good grades now and that will help you get into UP. There. Thank you. Thank you for watching with us. I don't even know if TikTok will be alive in 5 years. I feel like it won't. Square root of 8, hindi siya pwede gawin pwede siya gawin square root of 4 times 2. But I'm gonna teach you the easy way of thinking of it. You don't need to get the exact value. Alam natin na square root of 9 is equal to 3, right? So, tapos square root of 4 is equal to 2, right? So, yung value ng square root of 8, malapit siya sa 3. Pero, hindi siya bigger than 3. Do we get that? So, it's bigger than 2. It's smaller than 3. So, mga 2 point something 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 siya. Let's just say 2.5 or something like that. So, yun lang ang kailangan natin alamin. Hindi natin kailangan alamin kung ano yung exact value niya kasi we already have the value 6.3, 3.14, and 2. So, yun na yung arrangement natin. We have 6.3, 3.14, and 2. So, the answer is letter B. Did you guys get letter B? The answer is letter B. So, hindi nyo na kailangan alamin yung exact if magkaiba naman yung whole number nila. We're gonna do geometry soon. So, starting with algebra, this is the very start of our review session, kinda. So, we have 2 months left, guys. If you're new here, welcome to the live. You have 2 months left until the OPCAT. That's 60 days. And if you don't start locking in now, madami kasing nag-review 1 week or 2 weeks lang before the OPCAT. And honestly, since hindi pa kayo nasa grade 12 right now, you're still in summer, I think it's the best time to study. So, okay, everybody got it correct? Everybody got it correct. The answer is letter B. We're moving on to the next one. Just looking at this is making my nose bleed. No, guys, math is so fun. If you stick around, we're gonna make math easy for you. Promise. Everybody, there are some people here na from last year na hindi nila napasa yung ibang subject daw. Pero 94 yung grade nila sa OPCAT math. Kasi math lang yung tinuturo ko. So maybe if we start doing other subjects, maybe it's gonna be better. But I like math, so maybe we're just sticking to this right now. I'm gonna try to do daily lives. Right now, this is our second day streak natin. Second day streak. So, sana bukas din. Hopefully, I think I will go live tomorrow. Okay, next question, guys. Simplify 8 times 3 plus 8 times 5 minus 2. So, kahapon, we discussed PEMDAS. I'm gonna show you PEMDAS, guys. Letter P, E, M. Pero syempre alam nyo na yan. Who does not know what PEMDAS is? PEMDAS basically says, kailangan mauna ang parenthesis or groupings, exponent, pero wala namang exponent, multiplication and division, tapos addition or subtraction. Oh, you wanna put up a poll? I'm gonna put up the poll, guys, so you can answer. Poll GIF. Poll. So, number 3. Wait lang. Huwag kayo mag-spoiler. The poll is open right now. So, if you can see, there's like a button here. Color blue daw siya. Tapos, there. Nandyan, color blue. And then, you can guess over there Hala, nawala yung poll. Nandiyan may poll. Oh, it's here. Okay. Yes, we upload everything on YouTube. Okay. So, the first thing we have to do is P. So, parenthesis ang kailangan gawin. And you start from yung pinakaloob. So, ang una kong nakikita is ito. Ito, that's the smallest grouping we have. And then, in this small grouping, or yung parenthesis na to, we can see that there's an addition and a multiply. So, ang una natin gagawin ay multiply. Kasi, based on PEMDAS, mauuna ang multiply and divide versus addition and subtraction. So, let's do that right now. We will have 8 times 5 is equal to 40, right? And then 40 plus 3 is equal to 43. Do we get what we did there? My YouTube channel is in my bio, guys. You can check it out. So, let's write that down over here. 8 times 3 plus 8 times 5 minus 2. So, the first thing we did is get this over here. When there are questions about PEMDAS, what I like to do is mag-drawing ka ng mga brackets pababa and it will show you kung alin yung una mong ginawa. So, 8 times 5 is 40. And then, 40 times plus 3 is equal to 43. And then, what's the next step, guys? So, now that 43, etong buong number na to, we will now multiply to this 8 over here. So, you bring down this 8 like this. 8 times 43, that's so big. 8 times 43. So, guys, the upcut again, pabilisan siya. What would I do to make 8 times 43 bigger? Ay, easier. So, ang gagawin ko is 8 times 40. Hiwalay natin 8 times 40 and 8 times 3. 8 times 40 is 320. 8 times 3 is 24. So, that's 344. So, that's how you make your life easier. Yes, 344. Amazing, guys. And then from there, you just minus 2. Kasi may minus 2 pa dito sa dulo. 344 minus 2 is equal to 342. So, the answer is letter B. Oh, everybody got letter B. That was so easy. Amazing. Thank you for following. If you're new here, make sure to follow. Like, in a year, what month do you usually start reviewing? I was started reviewing last May, pero not super consistent. So, if you want to start at the very start of our reviews, you can rewatch the recordings sa YouTube. So, I post all the recordings on YouTube. If hindi kayo makasabay sa live, you can just watch it over there. And if you want to get ahead, you can rewatch recordings from last year. But when I watch the recordings from last year, it's kind of cringe because the jokes from last year don't work anymore, you know. Thank you for following, everybody. Make sure to like the live as well so more people can join us. Okay, next question. Next question. Restarting the poll, but I don't think this is a solving question. Which of the following cannot describe an integer x? What does that mean? So, integer, guys, which we discussed earlier, gusto nyo ba balikan? Uy, gusto nila balikan. Thank you for the heart ni Avi Ray. We're gonna look back at an integer. So, this is what an integer is. Let's look for it here. So, we have our natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and rational. So, integers falls under here. Basically, ang meaning ng integer is whole number siya, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, numbers you can count with your hands, pero pwede magkaroon ng negative. So, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, pero walang fraction, walang decimal. So, whole number pa rin ang integer. So, just remember that. And then, let's go back. Let's go back down. Medyo important yung mga ganyang types ng, what do you call that? Mga description of words. Pero if you don't remember it, it's also okay. So, let's see. It is an irrational number. So, eto agad, nakikita ko x agad to because it is a rational number. Like, literal na rational siya. Because rational falls under real. And under rational, we have integers. So, eto, pwede siya maging even. Eto, pwede siya maging prime. Or not prime. It doesn't matter. Like, basta ang alam natin is kailangan rational siya. So, the answer is letter B. Just a description question. Saan makikita yung reviewer? The reviewer is for free. It's on my Instagram, guys. Just search PTS Reviewer. Nandun siya sa Instagram highlights ko. So, madaming free reviewers doon. Yes, pwede siya gamitin for other sets. The thing about the OPCAT is maganda na nauna siya kasi once you study for the OPCAT, medyo onti na lang aaralin mo for other sets or other college entrance exams. Thank you for following. If you're new here, make sure to follow. Okay, next question, guys. Next question. Yes, we believe in free education. We believe in accessible education. Next question. Wait, we answered a question like this last time. A deep sea diver rises to the surface in 2 steps of 18 feet each. How far did the diver rise? 2 steps of 18 feet each. So, the thing we're doing here is understanding sentences na math. So, 2 steps like this. Ito yung diver. And then he goes 118 and then 118. So, that's equal to 36. So, 2 steps in 2 steps of 18 feet each, which is letter D. Did we get letter D? Any book recommendations? This book specifically that I'm using is my favorite. It's the PTS Reviewer. Kasi nandito na lahat ng math. Meron din siyang science, meron din chem, all the different types of science, meron silang reviewer. But this specific one is for math. So, if wala kang alam at all, maganda siyang reviewer. There. Okay. Do we get that? 2 steps of 18 is just 18 times 2. Very basic, guys. We can finish this today. I feel like matatapos natin to agad. Okay, next question. You can have the book. It's free on my Instagram. Go check the free reviewers in my Instagram highlights. So, go to my Instagram. It's over there on the top. And then, click the first highlight. Nakalagay doon reviewers. And then, may Google Drive link doon kung saan nyo makikita yung reviewers. Paano masasabi na multiply? Kasi 2 steps of 18 feet each. So, tig 18 na dalawang hakbang or dalawang rise. Twice siya umakyat ng 18 feet. Tig 18 feet siya. Kaya siya dalawang 18. Tig 18 feet yung meaning nun. Which is why 18 times 2 is equal to 36. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Wait, how do we do this one? Let me think about this one, guys. Evaluate 1.75 squared plus 2.1 cube. Pwede ba gawin off yung clue? Makinig kayo kasi legit to si ate. We have people coming back, guys, from last year. So, there are people last year na who were part of the review sessions. And, a lot of people passed. I feel like 90%. Joke lang. Basta X number of ni Y. Yeah, matic na multiplication. So, 2 of 18. Yeah, pwedeng off yung clue mo doon. Okay, next question. We have evaluate 1.75 squared plus 2.1 cube. So, ang gagawin natin dito, guys, is try natin kunin yung answer without solving. Ang una kong naisip is mag-round off lang tayo. What will happen if we round off? Let's just see what will happen. So, let's turn this into 2. I-round off natin into a whole number. 1.7, kapag ni-round off mo yan, magiging 2. 2 squared. Plus, ito, mara-round off mo din yan, magiging 2 cube. So, 2 squared plus 2 cube will give us 4. Plus 8 is equal to 12. And the only thing na 12 is letter B. Are you satisfied with that solution? If, naglalag. Really? I'm gonna do it again. What part yung naglag, guys? And I can do it again. Oh, okay na daw. Another way we can do it, guys. Actually, yun yung pinakamadaling way. Okay na yun. Refresh nyo, guys. Yes, so that's all we have to do, I think. Another way we can look at it is titignan natin yung decimal points. Kasi same lang yung number lahat. Ang pwede natin gawin is tignan yung decimal points. So, for 1.75 times 1.75, ilan yung decimal points niya, guys? When you multiply decimal or numbers with decimal points, the number of decimals will be how many decimal places there are. So, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Ang lalabas dyan ay something 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, 4 yung magiging decimal place niya. Thank you. You make it so easy. Pakpi. Dapat ba round off palagi? Hindi naman necessarily. Pero, halata naman dito na maliit na number lang ang lalabas. Kasi it's just 1 times 2. Or 1 times something times 2 times something. Actually, pwede mo lagi gawin yung round off. Lalo na kapag may nakalagay na approximately. Okay. So, what was I gonna do? Oh, so this will have 4 decimal places. And then, when we do the 2.1 times 2.1, 2.1 times 2.1 times 2.1, it will also have 3 decimal places. And when you multiply something with 3 decimal places and something with 4 decimal places, 4 and 3, ang lalabas pa rin dyan ay 4 decimal places. Kaya, eto lang yung may 4 decimal places, which is why that's another way to look at it, and B pa rin yung lalabas na sagot. Hala, ba't naglalag, guys? Is it lagging? Oh, how did it become 8? So, ang ginawa lang natin is, remember, 1.75, ginawa nating 2. Copy the exponent, that's 2 squared. Magiging squared siya. And then, we have 2.1, ang round off niya ay 2. And then, since 3 yung nakalagay dito, we have 3 over here. This is a 3. So, 2 squared is 2 times 2 is equal to 4. And then 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So 4 and then 2 cube is 8. How did it become 2? We did round off. Nag-round off tayo into a whole number. Yes, thank you for asking, guys. Just make sure to keep asking. Yes, puro math lang yung reviewer. Well, there were some doon na nag-English kami, but very onti lang. Paano po ulit yung sa 4 and 3? Ang ginawa natin is, tinignan natin yung number ng decimal. So, when you multiply 1.75 times 1.75, ang kalalabasan niya has 4 decimal places. Kasi, 4 yung decimal dito. So, it's a rule, guys, na, hala, naglalag nga. Wait lang. May rule na, for example, 2.34 times 1.5, hindi natin alam yung sagot nito right away, pero ang alam natin ay 3 ang decimal places niya. Bakit 3 ang decimal places? Kasi there's 1, 2, 3. So, that's 3 decimal places over there. So, ganyan siya, guys. Yes. PTS Math Reviewer. Thank you, Binu. This reviewer is the PTS Math Reviewer. You can check it out. It's free on my Instagram highlights. How did you round off 2.1? How do we round off 2.1? Okay. So, we're gonna teach you the basics of rounding off, guys. Ang titignan nyo lang, for example, 1.7. Ang titignan mo lang para maging whole number siya is mas malaki ba sa 5 yung decimal place na katabi niya. 1.7, 7 is bigger than 5. So, ang round off niya ay 2. And then, for example, 2.1, hindi mas malaki sa 5 yung 1. So, mag-round down siya into just 2. So, that's how you get all hail Ate Julia. That's how you get the rounding off. Pag 1.5, magiging 2. Ganon siya. Regularly. Usually, ganon siya. Pag 1.4, magiging 1. Pag 2.5, magiging 3. So, that's how you do rounding off. Yes. Any more questions? 1.5 will be equal to 2 pag na-round off natin. Okay, okay. So, mas madaling una natin ginawa, which is just, what do you call that? Rounding off. Round off. There. Until what time? 1 hour. So, we still have 36 minutes. Every day we're gonna try to do 1 hour, guys. So make sure to keep coming back. Thank you, Yunho. Okay, next question, guys. Which of the following sets are in ascending order? Ooh, so the first thing I notice is ascending muna. Ano ibig sabihin ng ascending? Ascending means pataas. From left to right, smallest to biggest. So small to biggest. Smallest to biggest ang ascending order. Now, how do we know if something is in ascending order? The first thing we notice is itong mga same numerator. I-check muna natin if, yes, if ascending order sila. There's a rule that I'm gonna teach you guys na kapag same ang numerator sa taas, kapag mas maliit yung denominator, mas malaki yung number. Okay? The smaller the denominator, the bigger the number. So, 16, 4, 2, or something like this. This is in ascending order. Kapag same ang nasa taas, the smaller the number sa ilalim, the bigger the number is. So, let's look at number 1. Si number 1, 111 sila lahat. But, pinakamalaki yung 16. And 4 is over here. So, this is in descending order. Bakit siya descending? Because kapag same lahat ng numerator, 4, 8, 6, the biggest denominator, or yung 16, is the smallest number. Okay. Now, let's look at letter D. Ito naman, hindi siya naka-arrange. 3 and 4, nakabaligtad yan. So, obviously, X na to. So, X na si A, and X na si B. Now, what will we do next? Alin kaya yung mas madali? Oh, this one, guys. Let's look at letter C. Can we make this lowest term? What is 2 over 8 in lowest term, guys? Oh, I'm restarting the poll, by the way, so you guys can answer. Go check out the poll. It's over here. 1/8. Yes, 1/8. Ang 2 over 8 kasi, guys, pwede yan ma-lowest term. Ano ibig sabihin ng lowest term? Lowest term means that when you, kung pwede pa ma-divide pareho ng nasa taas and nasa baba, it can still have a lowest term. So, we divide both of this by 2, and that will give us 1/4. And now, if we rewrite this as 1 over 7, 1/4, and 1/2, is this now in ascending order? This is now in ascending order, as you can see there. Bakit? Kasi, remember, pag same na sila lahat ng numerator, yung smallest denominator is the biggest number. And 7, 4, 2 is in order. So, letter C is the answer. Now, do we want to test? Gusto nyo ba i-test pa yung letter B? How would I know if letter B is in order? Just so we're sure, guys. How do we know if letter B is in order? What I would do is turn it all into the same, a similar fraction ng 10. No daw. Sabi no, we don't care. Paano pag iba-ibang numerator? So, ito na nga gagawin natin para sa letter B. Ang gagawin natin, we're gonna turn it into the least common denominator, or LCD ang tawag. Yes, shwi. The denominator would be 10. Kasi 10 ang closest number na least common multiple nila. Okay? So, let's just turn everything into 10 yung ilalim. Gawin nating 10, 10, and 10. Kailangan same yung denominator para malaman natin if naka-arrange ba yung numerator niya. So, paano makuha yung numerator? Ang gagawin mo, 10 divided by yung ilalim, 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2, and then i-multiply mo sa taas. 10 divided by 5 is 2, times 3 is equal to 6. 10 divided by 2 is 5, times 1 is equal to 5. And lastly, 10 divided by 5 is 2, times 4 is equal to 8. And so now we have 6, 5, and 8 tenths, which is not in order. 15 ba yun? No, it's not 15, Shwi. It's 6. But I get what you're doing. Hindi siya 5 pala. 5 times 3. 2 times 3 pala siya. There. So, hindi siya in order, which is why ang answer talaga natin ay letter C. Madali lang naman. And pagdating sa UPCAT, guys, wag nyo na hintayin na hanapin lahat or wag nyo na i-check lahat ng choices. Pag nakita mo ng tama yung letter C, just stick to letter C. That's what I think. Simple fractions, dito wala masyado, but pwede din gamitin yung simple fractions. But right now, hindi naman siya kailangan. You can just look at it as fractions. Halos ganyan ba mga nasa OPCAT? Madali lang guys yung OPCAT, honestly. Sabi ng mga tao nag-take, lalo na last year, sabi nila madali lang yung OPCAT. Ay, yung math part. But maybe that's because we studied a lot. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's just because we studied or not. Paano kung may mixed fractions and percents na kasama? So, we actually have questions like that. You can check out in the recordings. Pero, once we pass something like that, I'll show you guys. Okay? But basically, pagdating na sa decimals, you have to memorize what's called a simple fraction. So, for example, ito, 0.6 with the bar on top. Ang meaning lang ng bar dito, guys, the bar on top over here is just 0 point, a never-ending 6. That's what the bar on top means. So, how do we get this? How do we get this? Do you want, okay, wag na. Pero basically, we know that 0.66666 is a simple fraction. Does everybody know what a simple fraction is? That's just, I'll show you guys. Basically, 0.6 is equal to 2/3. I'll show you. So this is the simple fractions list. If you're new here, make sure to screenshot this because it's a very important list. Magagamit mo to sa buong OPCAT, like super daming like examples or questions na magagamit mo siya. Where? Oh, hello, Sir JP. Guys, Sir JP is here. My math idols. Okay, so what are you doing? Oh, we're memorizing the simple fractions list. And in the simple fractions list, basically, yung conversion of simple fractions to decimals. So, kailangan natin to i-memorize kasi pagdating sa OPCAT, ito yung mostly ginagamit na questions. Okay? So, there. Other sets. Yes, magagamit din yan in other sets videos. Okay. What do we do next? So, as you can see over here, we have 2/3 is equal to 0.6 bar. So, pag memorize nyo na yan, guys, ang tip ko sa inyo, since you have 2 months left, what I did is, I made, what do you call this, flashcards. You can use like Gizmo or quizzes or something like that, like Quizlet. And then, sa likod, on one side, we have, kunyari, 1/2. And the other side, we have 0.5. And then every day, I would go through it. Like, effective siya. Kasi, I used to be good at math, pero hindi ko din memorize to. But, yes, that's how you memorize efficiently. So, there's also an app, the one I used, I forgot the name, parang space, ganun. Search spaced repetition. Yun kasi yung, may apps na ganun, na spaced repetition. The way to memorize things, lalo na if you're planning to be a med student or something, ang ginagawa nila is called spaced repetition. What that means is, kunyari, you start memorizing today. Day 1 mo siya. Day 1, i-memorize mo siya. So, you have to use all the flashcards. Then, day 2, all the flashcards again. Day 3, onte ulit. And then, day 4 onwards, may space to rest ka. Kasi kailangan ng brain mo ma-absorb yung mga data. So, minsan may mga days of rest and then you don't go through all the flashcards. And then, it'll be like day 10, onti na lang i-memorize mo. And then, day 20, because you have 60 days left for the OPCAT, memorize mo na yan lahat. Actually, like 10 days lang, memorize mo na yan lahat. Super easy lang niya. You just have to go through it once a day. Like Duolingo. Like, do you guys do Duolingo? I do Duolingo. So, there. So, just search spaced repetition. Yun yung way para maalala lahat. Like, for science, yun yung ginawa ko. Ano ba yung mga inaral ko? Like, in science, yung inaral ko is yung mga geology, ganun. Mga earth science. Since yun yung mga nahihirapan ako mag-memorize for the OPCAT. There. Guys, don't buy mock reviewers. Don't buy any Maroon Blue Books or anything. We have a lot of free reviewers. You got a high OPCAT grade. Congratulations, pin comment. See, guys, people come back. Thank you for coming back to our live. Okay, so the answer to number 8 is A. Uh-oh, Tagalog question. Are we ready for number 9? I'm gonna put up the poll. You guys can read it and answer it on your own for now. How does UP decide if you pass? So, 40% comes from grade 7 to grade 11 grades. 60% comes from your UPCAT grade. So, kailangan mataas yung grades mo. There are 4 subtests: math, science, reading, and language. And then, ayun. So, may basis din siya sa course na pinipili nyo. So, I also go live trying to help people pick courses kasi very important yung course na pipiliin mo. For example, possible na super taas ng scores mo and grades mo, pero madami kang kalaban sa course na yon. For example, civil engineering, super daming nagsi-civil engineering sa UP or ina-apply nila civil eng. So, madami kang kalaban. And if madami kang kalaban, less likely yung chance mo pumasa. That's why it's very important na pumili ng course like strategically. Syempre, first choice mo dapat is yung pinaka gusto mong course or like yung pangarap mo talaga. But the second, third, fourth choice, dapat strategic yung paglagay niya dun. Accountancy for sure, madaming pumipili ng accountancy. All the, what do you call that? All the famous choices. Hello, Shadow. For reading and language, what's your question? How about veterinary? I think veterinary is not that hindi siya madaming pumipili nun, pero mahirap na course 'yun. So onti lang tinatanggap nila. Okay, number 9. Let's do this. Ano ang kalahati ng 5? Kalahati ng 5? So 1/2 of 5, right? 1/2 of 5 na idinagdag, let's put a plus here, sa kaapat ng 16. What's 16? 14 over 4. 14? Oh, 6. Sorry. 6. 16 over 4. Sorry. English na lang kasi. Joke. Pero may Tagalog math talaga sa UPCAT as far as I know. Pero depende din sa makuha nyong Okay, so thank you, Gabo. Welcome back to the live. So he said, I passed UPCAT and your reviews helped a lot. So guys, everybody who's here right now, this can be you next year. This can be you thanking me next year. So make sure to stick around. Okay, so what do? We have 1/2 times 5. Let's just write that as 5 over 2 plus 16 over 4. It's just the whole number. 16 divided by 4 is just 4. Do you guys know the technique on how to solve this quickly? I'm gonna teach you that technique. So what I would do to write that down very easily, I don't even know if the answer is here, but let's write this down. It's not, pwede yung mixed fraction, but what I would do is what I do is copy this denominator. Kung ano yung denominator ng fraction, or wait, I don't know if nagawin ko to ng video, but basically, when you're adding a whole number sa fraction, what I do is just copy denominator and then multiply sa taas. So this automatically, mentally, becomes 8. So 4 is just equal to 8 over 2. And then pwede mo na i-add yung 8 sa 5. So that's 13 over 2. Do we get that? I'm gonna write that down better. Let's write that down better. So what you're gonna do again, put the denominator sa ilalim, multiply mo sa taas. That will give you 4 times 2 is 8. Tapos, ayun na, pwede mo na siya add sa 5. So that's 13 over 2. Bakit 8, hindi D? Kasi nag-add tayo. Tama ba? Mali ba? Is it D? Crisscross nyo na lang. Pwede nyo din crisscross. Whatever works faster for you. Is it C? I think it's C, guys. I think the answer is letter C. Basta. Okay, I'll show you again. Let's try another answer. Watch this. 7 plus 2 third. So how do I add this quickly? I would just copy the denominator, and then 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. Wait, I just did the whole to mixed fraction. Why not D? Is the answer D? Why is everybody saying D? Kalahati ng 5. Oh, hindi siya D kasi it's not 4, 5 plus 4. It's 5 plus 8. No, but wait lang. I'm gonna show you how, kasi if plus siya, pwede mo lang siya gawing If plus siya, pwede mo lang siyang gawing mixed number. Pero kapag minus siya, ano gagawin mo? So kapag minus siya, guys, let's give a whole new number. 8 minus 4, 7. What are we gonna do kapag minus siya? In my brain, the easiest way to do it is to turn this whole number into a similar fraction. So, i-multiply mo lang tong dalawa. That's 8 times 7 is 56 over 7. Kasi alam natin na 8, which is a whole number, is the same thing as 56 over 7. So, 56 minus 4 is equal to 52 over 7. But you can do whatever you want as long as madali para sa inyo. Kasi ang goal naman sa UPCAT ay mabilis mong masosolve yung mga question. There. Yes. Originally 4 siya, guys. Yes. Kaya siya letter C. Okay? Do we get that? There. 5 over 2 plus 4 is equal to 5 over 2 plus 8 over 2, which is equal to 13 over 2. That's what we did. Ang sinabi ng parents ko, grade 11 lang ang read for UP. I'm not sure. 4 times 2 plus 5. Yes. That's what we did. Okay, do we understand what we did? That's just how you solve it quickly. Are we good? Are we good? Comment good if we can move on to the next number. Wow, we're almost done, guys. Just kidding. We're number 10. Oh, this one's fun. This one is fun. Thank you for commenting good, everybody. This one's fun. What part of an hour elapsed between 1:56 p.m. and 2:16 p.m. during a certain daytime? So, what part of an hour? Ang tinatanong dyan is a fraction. What part of an hour elapsed between this time? So, I taught you guys how to do this, but we can teach it again. Basically, para makuha natin yung number of minutes between two numbers, ang kailangan mo gawin, let's write it down, 1:56 and 2:16. What we need to do is get the middle time. What is the middle time between this na whole number? So, between 1:56 and 2, we have 2 p.m. Okay? Para madali mo siya ma-solve. Yung reading and language prof po ba sa English, grade nila kukunin? Or both, from grades and the test? So, what we have to do, guys, is get the time between 1:56 and 2 p.m. That's just 4 minutes. And then, 2 p.m. to 2:16, madali lang yan. So, 16 minutes siya agad. Then, that will give us 20 minutes. So, we have a total of 20 minutes between this time. So, yung 20 minutes daw, ang question is, what part of an hour? So, we have 20 minutes, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, right? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So, all you have to do is convert 20 minutes into hour form. So, that's just 20 times 1 over 60. This will just give you 20 over 60, or lowest term is 1/3. Which is letter C. Amazing job, everybody. Letter C is the answer. Yes, whole number need kunin sa gitna. For example, guys, okay, I'll give you an example. What part of an hour elapsed between 11:14 and 12:02? Ooh, what's the answer, guys? So, what I would do is get the in-between, which is 12 p.m. And then, ang in-between niyan dito ay 60 minus this. You'll get 46, 36, 50, tama. And then, 2. So, is it 48? minutes? Yes, Yan, it's 48 minutes. So the answer is 48 minutes. 58? 48 lang. 48 lang, guys. 58. 48 minutes. So, kaya important yung gitna para lang may basis ka. 'Di ba? Mas madali siya gawin if mahihiwalay mo sila and then add mo na lang sila back together. You passed all your sets, UP, UST, and PUP. Congrats! What what school are you gonna go to? Guys, we have another welcome back, Fatal. Paki-convert sa fraction yung what? 48? Okay, so now we have 48 minutes daw. So what part of an hour is 48 minutes? Let's try the 48 minutes. So, what part of an hour? 48 over 60. Yun ang gagawin mo. Over 60 mo lang. And get the lowest term of this. So, I know that this is both divisible by 12. So, we will get 4 over 5. So, ang sagot ng what part of an hour dito ay 4/5. UPBS Econ. Congrats! BS Econ. Congrats, Fatal. Mahirap yung Econ and Econ has a lot of good opportunities. So, good luck. Legit. Skincare. I use a lot of skincare. Guys, I want to make videos like what skincare I use and stuff like that. But maybe soon. What is Econ? Econ is economics. So, BA or BS Econ is mostly economics. Basta mahirap yung economics, guys. Like, I had economic subjects. And masaya naman siya. Like, you learn a lot about the way the world works. Pero super hirap niya. English. Hopefully, we learn English soon. We will do English soon, maybe, when I'm burnt out na sa math. So, there. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's take this off now. Let's move on to percent. Are we ready to move on? My program was management engineering. So, I passed UP, guys, industrial engineering, which was my first choice. Pero, I also got a scholarship sa Ateneo. So, yung course ko sa Ateneo, katumbas niya yung industrial engineering, which is management engineering. And, it was a better program than industrial for me. So, nung ni-research ko, mas maganda din yung opportunities niya. So, I went to Ateneo instead of UP. Also, so that other people could have that slot. Kasi, yung slot ko sa scholarship, hindi na yun mabibigay sa iba if hindi ko iti-take. So, yung UP slot, if you give it up, other people can take that slot, which is why I went to Ateneo. Also because, yun nga, if you look at my profile, there's a lot of reasons why I chose Ateneo over UP. Yes. Okay, let's do number 11. 30 over 80 is... Okay, what percent of 80 is 30? Ooh, so what we're doing here, guys, is and off. Okay? Is over off. Kapag may tanong na is off, tignan mo ito. Off is ito. Ito is off. Binaligtad lang nila. Ang point dito, is on top of off. So, kung ano yung katabi ng is, which is 30, you put that over the off. Like this. 30 over 80. Lowest term is 3 over 8. And then turn this into a percent. But what percent is 3 over 8? If we go back, guys, to our simple fractions list, which I told you, screenshot nyo na ngayon na. Where is it? We have 3 over 8 right over here. 3 over 8 is right over here. So, if you memorize this list, guys, wala na kayong isosolve pa, promise. Yung buong OPCAT, memorize nyo na yung sagot. Ganun ka-important yung simple fractions. Can we comment SSD screenshot done right now? And then, we're gonna go back to the question. Okay, thank you, Rice, for screenshotting. Make sure you screenshot nyo, baka kino-comment nyo lang dyan. Okay, so going back, let's go back. Going back. We know that 3/8, oopsies. Alam na natin ngayon na 3/8 is equal to 0.375. Now, what is that in percent form? 0.375. To turn it a decimal into percent, ang gagawin mo lang is just moving the decimal place 2 to the left. So, move it 2 to the left, and that will leave us with 37.5%. So, the answer is the answer here or no? Alam na natin yan, guys, na 0.5 is equal to 1/2. So, the answer is letter B. Again, another simple fractions. Pinapalito niya lang kayo. So, 0.5 is just 1/2. That's just letter B. Amazing! Guys, wait. I'm gonna show you something. This is what happens when we get a correct answer. Where is it? Okay, there. See, if you get a correct answer, I found it. We found that yesterday. For the people who were here yesterday, we discovered the effects. We discovered the effects. Graduation. And then if you don't get the answer correct, we'll see later. Pag hindi natin na solve, we're gonna have the effects. Yes, may bleeps daw kahapon. Feel ko tuloy yung recording, hindi siya mahirap siyang intindihin kasi puro bleep kahapon. Okay, let's try this. What is 1/5 of 75? What does that mean, guys? What is 1/5 of 75%? Ang una kong gagawin, let's turn it into the same. Kasi we're not on the same pace right now. We have a fraction. We have a decimal. Like ano ba tayo? You know? Try nyo kaya tanungin, like, where are, tayo ba? Hindi mo sure eh. So, what I'm gonna do, I wanna turn it into both fractions. So, mas madali ba pag both fraction? So, the first thing my brain does, 75%. What is this in decimal place, guys? 75% in decimal place is 0.75. 0.75 in fraction is, yes, Jan and Nin, it's 3/4. We have 3/4 now. So the question is, what is 1/5 of 3/4? Now, somebody might ask, bakit kanina nag-over tayo? Is over off, 'di ba? Is over off yung tanong. Pero pagdating kasi sa fraction, pag sinabing what is 1/2 of 2, minumultiply na yon. Hindi katulad ng what percent kasi yung question dito. So, mag-iiba na tanong yun, guys. Okay? Pag tinanong, what is a fraction of this? Minumultiply yung fraction. Okay? We won't divide it. Hindi tayo magdi-divide. Gets ba natin? Yes. Mama mo, 1, 2, 3. It's okay. It's okay if you make that mistake. At least you're listening. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dyan is 1/5 times 3/4. That's just equal to 3/20. Do we have 3/20 over here? Do we have 3/20? So, right now, when you look at it, guys, your question is, wala namang 3/20. Right? So, how do we get 3/20 in terms of a fraction? Or in terms of what? In terms of a decimal. So, I'm gonna teach you different ways kung paano. Okay? So, let's get 3/20 here. See, 3/20, one way to turn it back into a decimal is, alam natin na 20 is divisible by, 20 can become 100. 20 can become 100 by multiplying it by 5. So, sometimes, one way to turn it into a decimal is turning the denominator into 100. Yes. So, we can do that as multiply by 5, multiply by 5. This will give us 15 over 100, which is just, what's that, guys? I-move mo lang yung decimal point. That's just 0.15. Right? That's one way to do it. Do we get that one way to do it? I'm gonna show you another way to do it. But I think that's a pretty easy way to do it, no? Yes. Yes, that was an easy way to do it. Thank you. Do we get it? Who didn't get it? Another way to do it, guys. Saan po galing yung 5? Kasi, okay, it only works, guys, kapag pwede maging 100 yung ilalim. For example, si 4/10. Ay, madali yung 4/10. Si 3/, let's try 4/25. Ang 25 kasi, alam kong kaya niyan maging equal to 100. So, pag pwede maging 100 yung decimal, gawin natin 100 yung decimal. So, we're getting, parang opposite siya ng lowest term. 'Di ba? Opposite siya ng lowest term. So, when you multiply something, para maging equal to 100 siya, makukuha natin yung decimal place niya. Parang ganun. So, let's see. So, for 4 over 25, just multiply 25 times 4 para maging 100 yung ilalim. So, this will be 16. 4 times 4 is 16. 25 times 4 is 100. This will give you 0.16. So, that's how I would do it. That's the first way we would do it. Okay, and then now I'll show you the second way, which is mabilis po. Dinidivide or ayan. May mas madaling way pa, guys. Tuturuan ko kayo. So, ang tanong niya is, mas madali ba mag-divide ng 3 divided by 20? Try nga natin, 3 divided by 20. So, if we're gonna do 3 divided by 20, kailangan mo maglagay dyan. So, 0 point, and then 1, ganyan. And then this will give us 20. And then this will give us 1. And then this will give us 0. Wait, and then this will give us 5. So that's how you do. I forgot how to do long division, guys. Wait, let's take a pause. This was me doing long division. I'm gonna show you. This was me. That's long division. Me when I do long division. Okay, but wait, where's it? What was I doing? Oh, I'm gonna teach you the other technique. I'm gonna teach you the other technique. You should learn how to do effects. The other technique to do it, let's go back here. I'm gonna remove this now, okay? The other technique to do it is just, diba, pag memorize nyo na kasi yung simple fractions, pag memorize nyo na yung simple fractions, you can use it in so many different ways. I'm gonna show you first over here. We know that, let's say for example, 4/5. Alam natin na 4/5 is equal to 0.8. But do you know what 4 over 50 is in decimal? What is 4 over 50 in decimal? Ang mapapansin natin dyan is 4/5 over here is still 4/5. So let's write that down as 0.08. But dahil may 0 dito na sobra, we move that and sisingit siya dito sa gitna. So 4 over 50 is just 0.08. Yes, 0.08. Good job, guys. Another one. Let's do another one. What about 3 over 500? What about 3 over 500? What's 3 over 500, guys? So 3/5 is just 0.6, pero may dalawang 0 na sumingit. So, isingit natin din siya dito. That's 0.006. Yes, 0.006. Amazing! Wasn't that so amazing, guys? So, there. So, now, with this information, okay, paano po kapag 30 yung denominator, hindi siya nagiging 100? Hindi mo pwede yun gamitin. So, yung trick na yun is only for the numbers na pwede gawing 100. Pero, like I told you guys, yung OPCAT kasi, hindi kayo papahirapan. Yung math sa OPCAT, madali lang yan. Ang kailangan lang natin is everyday tayo nagpa-practice. Para, kasi, what you notice from the examples, diba? Super dali, but ang dali ko i-solve. Kasi madali lang siya. Like, hindi, wag nyo i-overthink. Madali lang yung OPCAT. A lot of people just panic, and a lot of people are just kulang sa practice. So, if you hang out with me every day, we can all pass the OPCAT together. Even though I took the OPCAT, or like, I applied like 6 years ago. That's crazy. 6 years ago. What? That's so weird. Anyway. So, wait, what was I gonna do? Oh, the other technique. We still haven't taught it. But the other technique is, let's look at 3 over 2, right? 3 over 2, madali lang yan. What's 3 divided by 2? That's 1.5. 1.5. And then, because may extra na 0 here, sisingit siya, or basically, you move this over here to 1 decimal place. So, that's just 0.15. So, that's what I would do. That's one thing I would do. Yes, let's hang out. So, yes, what I did, again, what we did is 3 over 2 is just 1.5. And then, because may extra 0, i-move mo siya ng 1 decimal place to the right. So, magiging 0.15 siya. Now, it's up to you what are the easiest ways for you to get 3 over 20. But basically, that's the answer. So the answer is letter C, which is letter C. Amazing! Wow, 93 percentile sa math. That's super high, guys. Look, welcome to the live. Congrats, Shinji. Said he didn't pass the math, pero, I didn't pass the OPCAT, pero 93% siya sa math. Kasi math lang tinuro natin, guys. That's on me. We should have studied science. Maybe you could have gotten high sa science then. But congrats for getting super high on math. And I hope you still get into the other schools you applied for. Oh my god, it's 1 hour na, guys. Let's end on this number 13 because it's still a fraction question. And then we can continue tomorrow. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. Extend. Okay, let's do our last number, guys. I'm gonna put up a poll. Maybe you guys can answer with me on this last one. Thank you for being here. Also, if you guys have friends, you should make them join. Yeah, I don't know why there aren't there are like 100 of us, so we're in a niche category right now. There used to be like last year, there would be 1,000 people watching. But maybe we can get back there if we keep going live. Also, I think it's better. You have less competition right now, so. Okay, if a side of a smaller square is 1.6 cm, let's draw that. 1.6. And a side of a larger square is 2.4. Larger square, 2.4. How much bigger is the area of the larger square relative to the area of the smaller square in terms of percent? Hala, ang hirap naman nun, guys. Joke lang. Kaya natin to. So, ang una natin kailangan hanapin, area ng small square, area ng big square, and how much bigger is the two. Okay? So, how do we do this quickly? Let me try to think. How we can do this quickly. I think the first thing, actually, let's just solve it normally for now. The first thing I would do, get the area of the small one, get the area of the big one. Oh, I know what to do. This is 16. Okay, we're gonna do shortcuts. We only do shortcuts over here. 16, 1 or 1/6 is basically 0.8 times 2, right? Si 0.8 times 2 yan. And this is 0.8 times 2. Ooh, 0.8 times 2. I only thought of this right now, guys. Okay, wait. So we have 0.8 times 2 squared. 0.8 times 2 squared. And then, we have 0.8 times 3 squared. Okay, we're getting somewhere, guys. And then now we have to divide that or get the ratio. Okay, how do I do that? Let me just write that down. We have 0.8. I'm gonna write it down like this. 0.8 and 3 times 3 over 0.8, 0.8, and 2 times 2. So we can just cancel out. We can just cancel out the 8s, and that will leave us with 9 over 4. So 9 is to 4 yung ratio niya. But the question is, how much bigger is the area relative to the area of the smaller square? So, how much bigger is it? So, ang kailangan natin alamin, ilang beses bigger? Si 4 is to 9. Or let's just get the decimal place of that, right? So, 9 over 4, let's turn it into a mixed fraction, guys. Ilang 4 ang meron sa 9? Diba dalawa? And then we have 1/4 as its remainder. And what do we know about 1/4? Sorry. We lost them. I'm so sorry. We're gonna go back again. We're gonna start again. 1/4 is 0.25. So that's 2.25, which is equal to 225%. So the answer is 225%. Now, how do I explain that? From the top. We're gonna do it from the top and then we're gonna go home. I go home. Okay, so I don't know if that was quicker or not, but if you don't want to do that, you can just multiply as is. I-multiply mo to, multiply mo yan, i-divide mo silang dalawa. If that's faster for you, then that's faster. But basically, I'm gonna teach you what we did, which is, finactor ko lang siya. So, i-factor natin to 0.8 times 2. Gusto nyo ba tanggalin natin yung decimal? Kasi pareho lang siya. Okay, we're gonna start again. Comment start, and we're gonna start it again. Okay, I'm gonna teach you from the start. Comment start. Okay, start. Okay, guys, I'm gonna teach it from the start, but this time we're gonna make it super duper easy. Okay? Since it is a ratio question, the first technique I'm gonna teach you is we're gonna remove all the decimal places. So this becomes 16, this becomes 16, 24, and 24. Bakit tinanggal mo yung decimal? Hindi ba mababago yung sagot? Hindi mababago yung sagot, guys. We're just gonna get rid of it. And ako ang batas. So, bahala na sila kung gusto nila may decimal. What I did, since ratio siya, you can just take both of the decimals off. So now, we start with 24 over 24 over 16 over 16. Okay? So, ang tanong, get the area of this, which is 24 times 24, and the area of this is 16 times 16. So now, all you have to do is equate that. 24 times 24 over 16 times 16. Two sides po palagi. Yes, we're getting the area. So, bakit two sides? Because that's area is equal to side squared. So, area over area ang hinahanap natin. RA number ano? Yes, valid yan, guys. Sometimes you have to bend the law. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube like tonight or tomorrow. So, I uploaded yesterday's live. You can check it out on my YouTube. Guys, make sure to subscribe, please. We just reached 10K. It's crazy. Bakit nasa taas ang 24? Because the question is, how much bigger is the area of the larger square? So, pag tinatanong kasi, diba, ratio and proportion. Pag ratio and proportion, yung kino-compare, or pag sinabi, how much bigger? Siyempre, lalagay natin sa taas yung bigger square. Gets nyo ba? Okay, so keep asking your questions while we solve it. And we're gonna continue, okay? We're gonna continue. My YouTube channel, you can check it out on the bio. It's just Julia Menjola. Search nyo lang sa YouTube, Julia Menjola. And then now we have 24 over 24. Let's just break it down, guys. So, 24 is just 8 times 3. Diba 8 times 3 ang 24? So, gawin natin dalawang 8 times 3. 8 times 3, 8 times 3, over, what's 16, guys? That's 8 times 2, times 8 times 2. Gets pa natin so far? Comment gets, if gets. Yes, 8 times 2, amazing. And then, now that we have them all factored out, imbis na i-multiply nyo kasi, guys, mas importante, i-break down nyo muna para alam natin if pwede natin i-cancel, okay? So, we can cancel 8 and 8, and we can cancel 8 and 8. And all that is left is 3 times 3 over 2 times 2. 3 times 3 is 9, and 2 times 2 is 4. And basically, nandito na yung sagot natin, guys. This is the ratio. How much bigger is this square over this square? Kaya natin dinidivide. Kunyari, yes, 9 over 4 lang din. Kaya nga tinanggal natin yung decimal place para hindi na malito yung mga tao. That's why ako ang batas. That's why we should vote me for president. See, we got rid of the decimal point because it doesn't matter. Now we have 9 over 4. So, 9 over 4 goes over here. 9 over 4. Let's turn this into a decimal. How do we turn this into a decimal? First step is to turn it into a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. Mixed fraction ito ay 2 and 1/4. How do we get 2 and 1/4? Tanong mo lang sarili mo, ilang 4 ang meron sa 9? Diba dalawa? Dalawang 4 ang meron sa 9. Or basically, 9 divided by 4 will give us 2. Ang remainder niya ay 1. So, 2 and 1/4 siya. There. 2 and 1/4. Yes, 2 and 1/4. Thank you, Yelsa. Yes, me for Julia for president. Our new goal. And then from 2 and 1/4, you can just turn the 1/4 into 0.25. So that's just 2.25. Paano natin nagawa yun? Memorize the simple fractions list. Okay? 2 and 1/4 is just equal to 2.25. And to turn that into percent form, just move 2 decimal places to the right. So that's 2 to 5%, which is letter C. Wow, we did that, guys. Letter C. 1/4 how? Because you have to memorize that. Okay? I have the list of simple fractions. Are you just FX? We did that, guys. Look at this solution. Frick. Wait. Yes. No, not that one. We're happy. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for today, everybody. So we got 2 to 5. I like this question. So I'm gonna. Well, let's make a video out of that. We might make a video on this question. There. I like that question. I might make a TikTok video on that question. Is taking the decimal place out always applicable? Applicable siya for ratio and proportion. So, for example, guys, when we say ratio and proportion, let's say 200 over 150. Same lang yan as 20 over 15. Bakit? Kasi ratio and proportion siya. Basically, getting the lowest term, yung ginawa natin. Pero tinanggal lang natin. Yes. Do you have the must-have memorized fractions listed? Yes, Jans. Welcome to the live. If you're new here, welcome. It's nice that we have you here. This is the simple fractions list. You have to memorize this. Practice it every day, guys. So if you're new here, come back tomorrow. We are going live every day. I'm gonna make math easier for you guys. But right now, this is your assignment. Write it down on flashcards. One side, we have 1/5. On the other side, you have 0.2. Ako, hindi ko din siya memorize before. But once you start memorizing this, life just becomes easier. Hanggang 1/8, yes, ito lang ang makailangan. Like, ito lang promise yung kailangan. Live tomorrow. What time do you guys want to go live tomorrow? Dagdag 1 hour. Yes, every time we don't go live, we add 1 hour. Okay? So, may utang na 1 hour. So, but if I post a video on that day, I don't have to go live. So it's either we go live or I post a TikTok math video or any video. So that's the goal. Tomorrow 7 p.m. Okay, we can do 7 p.m. I'll try 7 p.m. But today we started at 8. So usually 8 to 9 tayo. But let's see about that, guys. Yes, 8 to 9 maybe. There. Okay. Too early ang 7. Okay, maybe 8 to 9. Kasi today we did 8 to 9 and kaya naman natin. So, yes, we can end there, guys. I'll post this recording. Make sure to come back tomorrow, 8 p.m. again. I'll also try to post a TikTok video. So, make sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. Guys, follow me on Instagram because that's where I announce if we go live. So, make sure to follow Instagram. Join the IG channel, guys. Yes. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Say bye. Make sure to say bye. Bye, Lorea. Bye, Rai Rai. Bye, Zara. Bye, 30. Bye, Sigma. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, Crispy Log. Bye, Nin. Bye, Chiru. See you tomorrow. Also, study other subjects, guys. Make sure to study the other subjects. Bye, it's Jai. Bye, Che. See you tomorrow. I'll upload it right away.